Yes.
That's yeah.
Now, there's a couple of strange things. Firstly, I mean, I'm sure
Think about
Roy.
the term crash the computer, and I'm thinking physically crash the
But
computer.
this is. I mean, I don't think I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that this is any type of professional person who's trying to convince people that Linux is bad because they in some way are affiliated with Microsoft. I don't think that this is obviously somebody who has been brought up with Microsoft products, has read the PR, has known no other different worlds, and of course it puts people in a mindset. And you can't blame people because a lot of people don't have the interest in computing to actually look and see what's on offer. They'll switch on the computer, the thing's presented to them, they'll use it, they'll complain about the issues they may have and have to produce their own little workarounds for problems that they've got. But generally they'll just get on with it because they don't have the core interest to have a look, to experiment, to try other things. And this is where Microsoft and similar companies will have the advantage because they will play to people like this who will just accept what they're given and not question what alternatives there are. A couple of strange things though. He signed it. Well, I say with the whole virus issue. I mean, there's a lot of people that say, oh, the reason why Linux doesn't have as many viruses is because it's not as widespread as Windows. There's people that make claims that Linux is insecure and it's just as bad as Microsoft. And I think Roy would be agree with me when I say that's not the case at all. Linux is very secure, and I think I don't know the numbers of viruses and malicious software that Linux has actually had over the years. But Roy, do you have any sort of figure? I would suggest it's less than 100, if anything at all. If you know,
probably depends on qualification.
Something that could hurt an end user. I mean, I can't think of a single report where there's been something malicious that somebody's installed or been infected.
Spread. I mean,
yeah.
What Linux is very bad at, is spreading a bad program to another PC. That's something Windows is very good. When it's got something bad, it wants to spread it to somebody else. Actually, Windows Update is one of those things that basically have Windows act like some sort of a botnet when it's doing its thing, sending around patches, and I suppose that the model of permissibility in Windows, especially in the older days, excessive trust between nodes and stuff, that's just what lets a computer basically control another computer very easily without very good secure authentication, and it's very easy for one computer that's infected to infect other computers. So usually you call it a virus. When you hear of bad software in Linux, it usually involves you getting something you're not supposed to get, or downloading something and then giving it permissions to execute, which it doesn't have by default, and then executing it and deliberately, running something you shouldn't be running. So it could do anything. It could just delete your hard drive in theory. Usually you have some protections against that too, but so you talk about viruses, and I cannot really think. There was an incident many years ago when a person exploited something to pass around routers and stuff and try to infect all of them, so that it wasn't really a desktop situation. But that was a long time ago. I think sometimes in the 90s or something.
But I mean, it's one of the messages that's certainly very important to me, that there are alternatives out there. I certainly wouldn't want to force anybody to make any particular decision, and that's one of the things that I consider being harmful to an end user. Any end user has to be able to make up their own mind as a result of balanced research and their own opinion. The one thing that I'll just finish on this actually, because the one nice thing or heartening thing that I saw on Gordon's article was that another user has made a comment, and I'll quote what he said. Again, I'm sure Gordon won't mind me plagiarising his site like this on TechBytes. It said, I'm about to buy my daughter a netbook, and of course it comes with Windows 7 pre-installed.
Probably Starter Edition as well.
I'm with you all the way, and he's referring to Gordon's views on Windows. I know the OEM license fee won't add much to the cost of the network, but it really gets on my bits that Microsoft gets some of my money. And this is very encouraging for people like myself, not because Microsoft is losing out or people want refunds, but because people are aware of alternatives, and that's what the message is here. It's not don't use Microsoft products, it's be aware of alternatives and actually see what's out there. And certainly if your experience is anything like mine, I'm sure Roy's, moving away from Microsoft products actually turns out to be far more productive and a far more enjoyable computing experience as a result. So that's the general message. It's often the show, and certainly my opinions are muddied by certain individuals who would dare to suggest that this is about don't buy this, don't buy that. This isn't about that at all. It's about do your own research, have a look and see what's out there, and make a decision about the software which you find best for you. And that's the most important thing. So, have we got another track?
Well, we have the next one. We have, let's see, it's called a DJ, and it's by DJ Revolution, but it's got a bit of a iffy language. So I'll just give a bit of a warning about the language before we play it. So.
KRS comes to spit, you DJs with no breaks, I don't wanna hear that shit. The radio, I can't even bear that shit. Gucci, Prada, I don't even wear that shit. I'm in the streets, holla, but y'all fear that shit. We blue collar DJs, we here to rip. 900 number, we got 2 pairs of it. My MP3 shit, I'm not sharing it. Classic sample loops, we not clearing it. The life of a DJ, there's no comparing it. Many wanna be, but many more scared of it. Before they start, they already plan to quit. The music, they no longer fans of it. They wanna use it so they can get a grand and shit. The program directors handing them scripts, make them play rap shit and lie from their lips.
You see, there's times like this where you need real motherfuckers like us to let you know what a DJ is. Listen, man, I gotta pay you to play my shit. Check this out, my shit's already hot, so I ain't gotta pay for shit. You can't tell a DJ what to do. We tell you what's really good. DJ Revolution, I got you. Fuck these clowns.
So you wanna be a DJ live on the set, kid? Traveling back again, you should not forget, kid. The beats in the street, and you have been elected to carry the tradition of records being selected. Check it, your job is to break new records. Go to the club, get on, man, and wreck shit. Seamless mixing, blends undetected. The true DJ and MC are connected. Like me and DJ Revolution, look at what we using, beats and rhymes, no confusion. Who's in the house? If my crew's in the house, hundreds of people be grooving it out. Cutting, mixing, scratching non-stop. Party rocking 2 hours non-stop. If you got Serato, bravo. But if you can't cut vinyl records, you won't be able to follow me. A true MC, not a new MC. Fuck the computer, it's you and me and the crowd. And oh yes, they want it loud. At the tombstone of Scott LaRock, I vowed never to let a whack DJ mix me, and I'll be spitting this way past 60. Ain't nothing changed but the format. Funk, soul, jungle, man, you gotta play all that. Mix it up, not lick it up. The mix of DJs should pick you up. KRS-One, DJ Revolution. Tell me, what's the solution?
The DJ,
J-Dot, man, don't even say that. We real in the field, y'all pressing play by. DJ Revolution, watch how you say that. Y'all gonna respect these DJs from way back. Yo, hey Jack, this the payback. Y'all far from home and forgot your way back. So being I'm the teacher in all this, me and DJ Revolution put together this short list for DJs so you can get on your job. Number 1, a DJ is not an iPod. A DJ is not a jukebox. Fuck your request, you come to hear the DJ rock. Number 2, just because you got 20,000 songs in your computer and can call on them doesn't mean you should bore the crowd. Be selective, you don't have to play all of them. Number 3, I really shouldn't have to say this, but don't build your set from your PD's playlist. Number 4, DJs across the nation, what you play in your ride, play on the station. Number 5, needless to say, DJs must love the music they play and mix. Number 6, if you're good, just because you can scratch doesn't mean you should. Cutting and scratching's like seasoning when you use it. Rock it, but people wanna hear the music. So number 7, let's get into this. Don't ever start a mix you can't finish. And number 8, for DJs to hear it. Don't shout your name over other rappers' lyrics or rhymes. Number 9, keep the party moving. Play up the 2 verses only, keep the party moving. Number 10, find a friend, a true MC that's down with you to the end. Someone who can explain what you doing, sorta like KRS with DJ Revolution. What are we proving?